In this video, we will learn how to swap the value of variables with or without using third variables. Let's say I define two variables here with numbers, and right now the value of A is 1 and value of B is 2. So I print them. So we know right now value of A is 1 and value of B is 2. But we want to swap the value, meaning that we want A to store value 2 and we want B to store value 1. So to swap the value without using any variable here, we first find the sum of two variables, that is A plus B, and store it in variable A. So by doing this, we are changing here value of A, that is the sum of A plus B. That's we got here 3, and now we will subtract B from the sum and store it in a variable B. And we got here what? We have right now the value of A is the sum of A plus B, that is 3, and the value of B is 2. So we get here value of B is 1. And at the end again we subtract B from A, but this time the B will hold the current value of B, that is 1. So by doing this, we have the value of A, that is the sum 3, and we subtract it from the value of B, that is 1. So we get here 2. So by doing this, we have swapped the value of A and B. Let's print it using the print function. As you can see, before swapping the value of A is 1 and B is 2, and after swapping the value of A, the value of A is 2 and the value of B is 1. So this is how we can swap the value easily without using any third variable. Let's follow this same concept and swap the values without using third variable, but this time using the function. So I use here function and create my own function with the name swap numbers and pass two parameters A and B that will take numerical values as an input. Now I will copy the variables from the above example as we have the same concept and return A and B. Now I will define the main function and pass the value to the parameters. Now finally I use here print function to print the statement. I call the function and pass the numerical value to the parameter. So for the parameter A and for the parameter B. Here A and B will take the values from here and store it in a variable A and B. Print the value after the swapping. We can clearly see that before swapping the value of A and B is 1 and 2, whereas after the swapping the value of A and B is 2 and 1. So what happened here that first we created the function with the name of swap numbers that took two parameters A and B, and these parameters will take numbers as an input. So this is the operation where we are swapping the values, and we have understood this in the previous example. So this function after performing this operation return the value of A and B. And to call this function to pass the value to the parameter A and B, I created here a function main function and pass the values to the parameter A and B. At the end, I use here print function along with string dot format method, where inside the string I write the statement before swapping the value of a and b, that takes parameter a and b, and after the swapping that takes parameter a and b. Here I call the function and pass the values to the parameter a and b, and this value a and b will be taken from the variable a and b, which I have defined in the main function. After that, at the end, we print the statement and we get the answer. Now let's move ahead and swap the values by using third variable. So first we define the number. So to swap the value, I here take the reference value of a as c and store a in it. So right now the current value of variable c is the value of a, and put the b is equal to a, and put the b is equal to c. So what happened here, that c is the reference value of variable a. So variable a is the one. The next step is that a store the variable b, and what is the value of variable b? That is 2. And here what happened, that b stored the value of c, and what is the c? C stored the value of a. It means that c is the value of a, and what is a? A is the 1. So we can clearly see that we have swapped the value. How? This is the reference variable of a that store the variable a, that is 1. Now a store the variable b, and what is b? B is 2 here. And finally b store the variable c, and what is c? C store a. It means c store the value of variable a, that is 1. So we can clearly see that we have swapped the value. Let's print it out. Let's see here that before swapping we have value of a is 1 and value of b is 2. Whereas after swapping we have value of a is 2 and value of b is 1. So this is how we have easily swapped the value of a and b by using the third variable, that is c. Thank you so much for watching this video. This video ends here. Have a great day.